That's a big part of their offense. The Zags have to make sure that they are out on the perimeter with hands in their face and try to take those three-pointers away from them.
Bull Kong.
Oh!
I tell you, he's making so many of them now, you just don't expect him to ever miss it. Bull is now 17 of 31 from behind the arc. You
remember Lamar Mundane, the legend of Reebok?
Yes.
Bring rain with his three-pointers. That's what Bull Kong is doing. When he shoots the ball from three-point land, they just call it layup.
So Michael Thompson working on Gray. Here's Keon Bell. Look who's guarding him. Elias Harris.
Well, the Zags are not afraid to switch.
And Harris takes it away. Harris will take it himself. And he missed the lay-in. Dupree with the rebound.
That's a smart play by Elias. The defense did not try to stop him. In a break situation, you go as far as you can with the basketball to the rim.
Gonzaga had made 5 in a row prior to that missed by Harris. This is Settle Jr. out of Los Angeles. Jump shot on the way. Wow. That just about hit the rafters.
A little brought rain on that one. The Waves are not afraid to shoot the perimeter shot. Really not presence in the inside, so they rely a lot on the perimeter.
Harris, nice move in deep. Elias Harris.
It's really surprising, Greg. As many games as we've seen, you would think at this point of the season teams would double team Elias because of his success down there. But right now, if you're going to go one-on-one, I'd give the advantage to Elias.
And Settle banks in the three from the wing. Dane Settle Jr. now with 5.
He comes off the bench. He almost averages 10 points a game. And he's shooting 43% from three-point land, so you got to be aware where he's at on the floor because he's got one thing on his mind when he catches the ball, and that's shoot.
Sacre, Kong, and Gray out of the game. Goodson, Mengistu, Arap, and Rob Sacre back in for GU. This is Goodson. Bolden with Michael Thompson there defensively. There's Olynyk. Trips, keeps his dribble. Nice athletic play. Here's Goodson inside. He left it short, but a foul called.
You know, I think the Waves are doing a nice job. They're switching it up on the defensive end. They've been in man-to-man. They've been in 2-3 zone, and they're trying to make the Zags think out there on the offensive end. What are we in? Are they going to run a zone this time? So I like what the coaching staff has done.
Get your copy of Gonzaga's Decade of Excellence DVD, packed full of highlights, interviews, and the memories that have made Gonzaga's Decade of Excellence. Order online at gozags.com or call 877-281-4377. Goodson 1 of 2 following that foul on Corbin Moore. That was the second on Moore, and Pepperdine now with 16 fouls.
You know, there's a guy that narrates on that DVD, Decade of Excellence.
Oh, yeah?
His voice sounds just pretty familiar. I can't pinpoint it right now who it is, but I will find out for you fans.
Yes, work on that, Elo. Let us know what you find out.
Look at the ball pressure defense. Kelly does a very nice job.
Oh, Thompson going for the big flush. And he'll shoot free throws. It's like Michael Thompson said, I've had enough of this. Look at him charge that baseline.
And not only that, he's got Meach, one of the best defenders, one-on-one defenders in the conference. Michael having a little bit of size advantage, decides I'm just going to put this on the deck and see how far I can get. And when you get there, if you go in there like a pansy and try to lay it up, you're not going to get to the foul line. Michael went strong and makes 1 of 2 free throws.
And that foul on Goodson, that was his first 3 on GU. Thompson, the older brother of Klay Thompson, who's making quite a name for himself down in Pullman at Washington State. Bolden's shot is off. Mengistu, Arap, and Settle battled for the rebound, and the deflection went to Gus Clardy. And now the turnover at the other end. Here's Goodson. Oh! Blocking foul called on Clardy, number 25, but he took a shot from Goodson, who has some football in his family. And Goodson just lowered the boom on Gus Clardy there. 7:59 to play first half. And Gonzaga with a 10-point lead, 25-15, 7:59 to play here in the first half against Pepperdine. And there's the league standings. Pepperdine with wins over LMU, Santa Clara, and USF to start the league standings. They're 3-0. Gonzaga's 3-0. St. Mary's only loss against Gonzaga. And Goodson missing the front end.
Well, with conference play, you always tell your team, hey, we're 0-0, because actually before the conference started, Pepperdine on a huge losing streak, but started out the conference with a 3-0. They actually lost a game to California Baptist in the non-conference. So I think it could have been very demoralizing if the Waves would have came out and started the conference bad. They could have really lost a lot of confidence, but with that start, they've been very aggressive.
Rob Sacre just picked up his second personal foul on the drive by Michael Thompson. So Thompson 1 of 2 a moment ago from the line. He's 72.5 for the season. And he misses this.
Now on the board, Gonzaga's number 20, Elias Harris.
All good shooters know when they miss shots. They know where their follow through is or whatever, but when Michael took that first shot, he'd already stepped off the line because he knew he shot it long.
Elias Harris checking back in for GU. Sacre went out with those 2 fouls. Thompson 1 of 2. We've got a 9-point game, back to single digits now for Pepperdine. Olenek trying to post up on Clardy, who's fronting him. And now Mengistu Arop into the middle. Here's Goodson. Now the 2 really offensive guys right now are on the other side of the court for GU. There's Gray into the middle, shot away. Harris and Gray were on the other side, and the ball was on the other side of the court.
Well, you like the poise and the composure that the Zags are showing on the offensive end. They're really being patient, and that's a great sign when your team can be patient.
Wow, Thompson again. Right at Harris this time. And the first foul called on Elias Harris, but credit Michael Thompson. He's come into this game with just, oh, he was going to put that down.
That was a nice effort by both players. Thompson going strong to the basket, but Elias Harris coming over to help. Look at this, right at the top in the peak. Both guys, man, that was a good play.
But just raw aggression for Thompson to start this game for Pepperdine.
And he was able to get to the rim, Greg, because Stephen Gray got caught standing straight up. And when you're standing straight up in a defensive position, most of the time you're going to lose the battle to the offensive guy. Got to stay down.
Yeah, Thompson now 3 of 6 from the line.
Well, if you go to the basket, you know, Thompson's, you know, he's a pretty good free throw shooter, basically 72%. You can count on him, but he's going in there strong. Coach Asbury's going to talk to him and say, hey, if we're going to get those opportunities at the line, make sure they count.
Harris can't get the roll. Olenek and Arop kept it alive. And Arop missed the shot. Dupree the rebound for Pepperdine. Pepperdine with a chance to get it to 8 or even 7 with a 3. Jackson right down the lane, a left hand. Missed it. He had a chance at it, though. Stephen Gray, coast to coast. And the lay-in for Gray.
Well, the defense isn't going to stop you. Like we said earlier, you go as far as you can. And nobody jumped in front of Stephen Gray on the Waves side, and Stephen gets himself a layup.
Gray now with 7 points. 10 of the 17 points for Pepperdine coming from their bench. Thompson rattles out the 3 ball. Gray was thinking about going down that lane again.
Yeah, but he pulled it out. He didn't have the numbers, and again, patience on Stephen's part gets him a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Of course, Elias has to knock down the free throw, but You know, a good decision by Stephen Gray on the initial break. Hey, I ain't got anything. Gonna let my big guy go down there and post up. And again, one-on-one. Come on. Guy's averaging 25 points in league play. You got to double team him and get the ball out of his hands.
And what's refreshing about Harris to me, not the dunks and all that athleticism, is his ability to take the ball in a post, back his way in and score.
You're exactly right. And if you take 1 or 2 dribbles at that post position, the help side has got to come down on those 1 or 2 dribbles.
Hey, fans, Mark Few, the Mark Few Show.